My child, do not let this moment pass you by. Archangel Michael stands at your door with a message meant to awaken your spirit. Heaven has already set things in motion, and something powerful is being released into your life right now. This is not for everyone. It is meant specifically for you. Listen carefully. The hand of God is over your home, and Michael's sword has already cut through the web of lies surrounding you. Something unexpected is on its way. It is not by chance. It was written long before your life began. You were chosen to hear this because you cried out in silence when no one else heard. And now, heaven is responding. God says, "Wait, what comes next will astonish you. The door you believed was sealed is about to open wide. The weight you have carried in your soul is about to be lifted. Someone's jealousy may have delayed your blessing, but no one can stop what heaven has already approved. Beloved, this is urgent. Do not move past this moment, because it holds the key to what comes next for you. Archangel Michael declares, "Open your heart now, because hesitation can cause you to miss the moment prepared for you. Even now, angels are moving with your name carried in light. They come with peace, restoration, and sudden change. Those who thought they could bury your future did not understand. God says, just as life rose again, so will you. Why would anything be able to hold you down? This is not just a message. It is your unfolding reality. You will witness it with your own eyes. My child, what is coming is closer than you realize. The knock you hear will not be ordinary. The call you receive will not be random. The message that arrives bearing your name will be unlike anything before. These are divine signs. Stay aware. Heaven never sends without reason. If this word is touching your soul right now, pause and make sure you subscribe, so you never miss the next divine message. For heaven's language is being spoken here, and if you miss it once, it may never return again in the same way. Archangel Michael says, someone has whispered your name in secret. They tried to shut doors. They tried to turn hearts against you. But tonight, God has overturned every plan, and angels have been dispatched to stand guard around your home. You are not watching this by chance. You are guided here because the very thing that will shift your destiny is being announced now. Wait. God says, stop here because the next thing I reveal will shock you. Someone from your own circle, whom you never suspected, has been jealous of you. But heaven says, do not fear. That jealousy has turned into the very wind that will push you into your miracle. The more they plot, the more I bless. The more they curse, the more I multiply. What they meant for harm has already been transformed into good. Child, hear me. The surprise is already moving toward your home. It has your name engraved. It will not pass you by. This blessing is unstoppable, but your obedience to hear and open this message is the key. Do not reject it. Do not walk away. The miracle is already in motion. Do not be distracted, for Archangel Michael is standing beside you. He holds the scroll of your destiny in his hand, and on it is written, "It is done." Your prayers have been recorded. Your tears have been counted. Your cries in the night have been answered, and the answer is already on the way. If you are still here, heaven smiles on you. This is not for the many. It is for the few who believe. If this is your word, hold it tightly. And again, make sure you subscribe, for Archangel Michael will return with another message prepared only for you. Now, beloved soul, God says, I leave you with this final word. Open this instantly. Delay is dangerous. The blessing is unstoppable. The miracle is closer than your breath. The surprise is already on its way to your home. And once it arrives, nothing and no one will be able to take it from you. My child, pause and feel this moment. The air around you has shifted. Heaven is leaning closer. Archangel Michael whispers, "This is the hour. This is the word. Do not ignore it." You think you pressed play by choice, but no. This was divine orchestration. Your spirit was summoned here because this message belongs only to you. The sound you hear in your heart right now is not imagination. It is the vibration of heaven announcing that something is about to break loose in your life. God says, "Wait, what I am about to tell you will shock you. You have been waiting for years, praying for answers, hoping for relief, and now the delay is ending. Someone tried to keep your blessing locked. They thought they could hide the truth from you. But the Lord says, no wall is high enough, no hand is strong enough to block what I have commanded. The angels are already carrying your package of restoration. Beloved, this is urgent. I see you questioning if this is real. But look at your own life. Didn't you feel heaviness lately? Didn't you notice signs that something unusual was stirring? That was heaven preparing you for this moment. Archangel Michael stands before you, holding a scroll with your name written in golden letters. The writing on it reads, "Your breakthrough has been released." Do not skip this word, for it will not come again in the same way. Listen carefully. A surprise is approaching your home. It is not ordinary. It is not small. It is a divine delivery crafted by the hands of God Himself. God says, "My child, you have cried enough. I have bottled your tears, and now I pour them back as rivers of joy. What was delayed is now released. What was stolen will be returned in double measure. What was broken will be healed." Archangel Michael adds, "Do not fear the noise of your enemies. Their whispers cannot cancel heaven's decree. Instead, their schemes will become the very ladder that lifts you higher. What they meant to destroy you has already become the soil for your miracle. My beloved, wait. Listen carefully. This is only for you. Someone close to you, someone you trusted, was used as a tool against you. But heaven says that betrayal cannot stop the blessing. Instead, it will expose the truth and clear your path. The very stone they threw at you will become the cornerstone of your new season. Do you feel your heart racing as you hear this? That is your spirit recognizing heaven's language. If this word is piercing your soul, do not hesitate. Subscribe now so you never miss the next message heaven has prepared. For Archangel Michael does not speak lightly, and every word is appointed for the chosen ones. Child of God, I must warn you, do not ignore this. The blessing is already moving, but the enemy will try to distract you. Stay focused. Stay awake. For within days you will see a sign, a call, a message, a meeting that will confirm this word. When you see it, you will know heaven was speaking to you here. God says, "Do not fear. What is yours cannot be stolen. What I have written over your life cannot be erased. The surprise is unstoppable." Archangel Michael says, "Open your heart instantly, for every delay you suffered is now being repaid in multiplied form. What you thought was lost forever is returning faster than you imagined. My child, lean in one last time. This is the truth. The blessing has your name engraved. Angels are walking toward your home right now. Delay is dangerous. But if you receive this word with faith, nothing and no one can stop what is already destined for you. My child, stop here for a moment. You think this is just another message, but heaven is shaking your spirit because this is a turning point. Archangel Michael says, "Do not take this lightly, for your entire future is standing at the edge of this revelation. The heavens have been watching you closely. Every tear that rolled down your face when no one understood you was counted. Every sleepless night, every prayer whispered in silence, every battle you fought in your mind, God saw it all. Now the answer you have been waiting for is being released. Do not be distracted. This word is not for everyone. It is for you. That is why your spirit led you here at this very moment. God says, asterisk child, you will be shocked at how quickly I turn your situation around. In a single day, I will shift what you thought would take years. Asterisk. Listen carefully. You are standing on the border of breakthrough. That is why the enemy has been attacking you harder than ever. That is why confusion, heaviness, and unexpected challenges have surrounded you recently. They sensed what heaven was about to release, and they tried to block you. But Archangel Michael raises his sword now and declares, "No power of darkness can stand against the decree of God." Beloved soul, do not skip this. In just a short time, something will arrive at your home, at your doorstep, at your heart. It will come like a surprise, but heaven has been preparing it for years. Your destiny is about to be unlocked, and the door you thought was sealed is already opening. Wait, God says. What happens next will shock you. The person who doubted you will see your eyes. The one who tried to block you will watch as you receive. And the one who walked away from you will realize they walked away from a chosen one. This is not revenge. It is revelation. Child, Archangel Michael leans closer and says, asterisk, your name has been spoken in heaven's council. Angels have been dispatched on your behalf. The package of blessing has already left the throne, and it cannot return empty. Do not doubt. Even now, signs are forming around you. A phone call, a dream, a sudden change in atmosphere. These are signals from heaven that the delivery is near. Watch carefully, for heaven always confirms before it manifests. My child, let me remind you again. This is not for the many. This is for the few who are chosen. That is why you are hearing this. That is why your heart feels stirred. Do not take this lightly. If this divine message is awakening your spirit, pause and subscribe right now. Not for numbers, but so you never miss what heaven has prepared for you. For every word spoken here is timed, urgent, and destined to reach the chosen in the right moment. God says, asterisk, I am the one who makes rivers in the desert. I am the one who turns ashes into beauty. I am the one who lifts the forgotten and places them in honor. Asterisk, this is your time. This is your season. The surprise is unstoppable. My child, remember this final truth for now. Delay is dangerous. Blessing is unstoppable. The miracle is already moving. The angels are already on their way. All you need to do is believe. Open your heart and watch heaven unfold what was promised long ago. My child, lean closer. Archangel Michael is not speaking to the crowd. He is speaking to you. This word is sealed with your name, and if you let it pass, you may miss the very shift heaven has been arranging. God says, asterisk, do not ignore this. The answer you prayed for is standing at your door. Beloved, heaven has seen the silent pain you never spoke out loud. You carried battles within your soul that no one else understood, and yet you kept walking. You kept believing, even when everything inside you wanted to give up. God says, asterisk, because you did not quit, I will not delay any longer. The time has come. Do you feel it? Even as these words touch your ears, something is stirring in your spirit. That stirring is confirmation. The angels are near. Archangel Michael stands beside you with his sword drawn, guarding the miracle that is on its way. Nothing and no one can block what has already been commanded. Wait. Pause here. God says, what happens next will shock you. Someone who doubted you is about to witness your rise. Someone who betrayed you is about to see your restoration. Someone who laughed at your pain will have no choice but to watch as heaven crowns you with favor. Do not fear the noise. Your enemies are loud because they are desperate. They sense what heaven has already released. But listen, what they try to destroy, God multiplies. What they try to bury, God resurrects. Your blessing is too heavy for them to carry and too sacred for them to touch. My child, the delivery has already left the throne room of heaven. It is not waiting. It is not delayed. Angels are moving swiftly toward your home, your family, your future. This surprise will not come in pieces. It will come complete, overflowing, undeniable. Beloved, hear me. This word is not for everyone. That is why you are still listening. That is why your heart cannot stop racing. Heaven is marking you as chosen. Archangel Michael declares asterisk, the scroll of your destiny has been opened. The season of silence is over. Your new chapter begins now. If this word has pierced your soul, pause for a moment. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the next divine revelation. Every message is a seed of heaven, and if you receive it, it will grow into miracles in your life. Child of God, wait again. There is something hidden I must reveal. Someone close to you, someone you least expected, has been a barrier to your blessing. But heaven says their mask is about to fall. The truth will be exposed, and the path that was blocked will suddenly clear. Do not fear their reaction. Fear only missing your destiny. The Lord says, asterisk, I am rewriting your story. What was meant to harm you is becoming the very fuel that lifts you higher. What the enemy built against you is collapsing even now. And in its place, I am building a new foundation of favor, wealth, and peace. Beloved, this is urgent. Delay is dangerous. Already, angels are gathering at your side. Already, your name is echoing in heaven. Already the surprise has been released, and it is racing toward you. My child, I bless you with this word. Open this instantly. Your miracle is unstoppable. Your destiny is secured. Your surprise is on its way. And once it arrives, no one will ever be able to take it from you again. My child, do not move away from this word. Archangel Michael says, your spirit was called here, not by chance, but by divine order. You may have felt restless today, uneasy, as if something was about to happen. That was heaven shaking your soul, preparing you for this revelation. God says, beloved, you have been hidden for a season. You felt overlooked. You felt forgotten. But in truth, I was protecting you. I was building something in the shadows so that when I revealed you, no one could deny it was my hand. That unveiling begins now. Listen carefully. There is a sound in the spirit world. It is the sound of chains breaking. Every delay that wrapped itself around your destiny is being shattered right now. The weight that slowed you down is lifting. Even the voices that spoke against you are falling silent because heaven has issued a new decree. My child, this message is not for everyone. That is why your heart is trembling, why your body feels the energy of this word. Archangel Michael leans close and whispers asterisk. The package of blessing has already been signed, sealed, and sent. It is unstoppable. Nothing on earth, nothing in the spirit world can block it now. Wait. God says the next part will shock you. Someone connected to you has secretly envied you. They smiled at your face, but prayed for your downfall. Yet their jealousy became the very reason heaven accelerated your miracle. Their attempts to bury you pushed you deeper into my presence. And in my presence I birthed a blessing they will never understand. Beloved, take this seriously. A wonderful surprise is already moving toward your home. I see doors opening suddenly. I see unexpected favor chasing you. I see healing flowing into your body, your family, your finances. This is not imagination. It is manifestation. Do not ignore the signs. In the next few days, you will encounter a clear confirmation, a message, a dream, a call, or an encounter that will leave you speechless. That will be heaven saying, yes, this word was for you. Yes, your time has come. My child, pause and let this truth rest in your heart. You are chosen. You are marked. That is why the attacks were heavy, but also why the blessing is greater. Archangel Michael raises his sword now, declaring asterisk. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Darkness is retreating. Light is taking over. If this word is stirring your spirit, do not let it pass. Subscribe now so you remain connected to every divine message that heaven pours out in this place. For the chosen must stay awake or they risk missing their appointed moment. God says, beloved, I am about to shock you with goodness. The very place of your tears will become the place of your laughter. The very area of your loss will become the field of your harvest. What you thought was over is only beginning. My child, the blessing is unstoppable. The surprise has already been dispatched. Archangel Michael says, open this instantly. Delay is dangerous. The miracle is moving, and once it arrives, it will not leave your hands again. My child, breathe with me now. Archangel Michael leans in and says, this is not a rehearsal. This is your appointed moment. Your life has been moving like a river beneath ice. Quiet, hidden, but powerful. The ice has begun to crack. What was held back by fear, shame, and doubt is now rushing towards you with unstoppable force. Listen. The next thing you hear will confirm this word. A knock, a message, a call, a name spoken in a dream. These are the stamps of heaven. God says, pay attention to small things. Heaven often sends confirmation through the smallest door. Do not dismiss anything as coincidence. Every small thing matters. Now, beloved, the enemy loved to whisper lies. It's too late. You missed it. You aren't chosen. Hear me. Those lies are defeated. Archangel Michael breaks them with a voice that shakes the darkness. You are chosen. Your time is now. The very lies that tried to cage you will be the chorus that proclaims your freedom. Do not skip ahead, for the most important part is coming. God says, "What I will do is greater than you expect." Expect doors to open you never knocked on. Expect people to come into alignment with your purpose who once seemed unrelated. Expect money, favor, and reconciliation to arrive in strange and beautiful ways. My child, this message is for you alone. It is not for the crowd, not for the curious, not for those who simply wish to listen without changing. If your heart trembles, then this is your appointment. If you feel warmth in your chest, that is heaven acknowledging you. Hold on to that sensation. It is real. Archangel Michael warns, do not let pride or fear steal what is coming. Sometimes blessings are lost at the doorstep because people hesitate or doubt. When you see the sign, move toward it. Open the door. Answer the call. The kingdom of heaven honors the brave step of faith. Listen. God speaks again. There will be a revelation about someone you trusted. It will not be easy to hear. The truth can sting like salt, but it cleanses. When the mask falls, do not rush to condemn or cling to revenge. Instead, receive clarity. Use it to reposition, to choose wisely, to guard your heart with wisdom. Beloved, there is also reconciliation on the horizon. For some, families broken by secrets will taste healing. Old arguments will be silenced by new understanding. But understand this, not every relationship returns. Some are gently folded away to make room for the new. Do not chase every closed door. Let heaven guide which doors to reopen. God says, prepare your house, not only physical houses, but the rooms of your heart, your thoughts, and your priorities. Clear clutter that takes space from the miracle. Forgive where you can. Set boundaries where you must. Clean the soil where the seed of your blessing will fall. My child, the timing is precise. Angels know how to navigate human schedules. There will be windows, moments when favor aligns and when it does not. If you see a window opening, move quickly. Archangel Michael says, strike when the iron is hot. Heaven gives timing to those who seize it. Do not be surprised if you feel tested before the blessing lands. Tests are not punishments. They are the final training grounds before increase. God says, if you withstand this season, you will enter your increase with strength and wisdom. Face the tests with faith, not fear. Beloved, for those who have lost hope, listen. Hope is not a wish. It is a promise anchored in heaven. God says, asterisk, I do not forget my promises. I am slow to leave, but swift to reward those who believe. Let hope rise inside you like sunrise. Quiet at first, then unstoppable. If this word touches you, subscribe and stay with us. Heaven's messages come in seasons, and you must be present to receive what follows. Do this not for me, but for your path ahead. Do it so you do not miss the sign that confirms what is already moving toward you. Now, listen carefully. A shift in the people around you is coming. Some will enter your life to guide you, support you, and bring blessings. Others will step away, not as punishment, but as protection, making space for what truly belongs in this new season. Accept both with peace, for both are part of the plan. Archangel Michael reminds you, guard your heart. When favor surrounds you, envy can rise in others. Do not let attention or gain change who you are. Stay grounded in humility. Wear gratitude, not pride. The true measure of blessing is seen in how it shapes your character. God speaks clearly. Doors of provision will open, but handle them with wisdom. What comes unexpectedly can either build or harm, depending on how you carry it. Invest in what truly matters: your relationships, your well-being, and the purpose placed within you. When you are faithful with little, greater things follow naturally. Heaven honors those who manage well. Beloved, do not mistake speed for certainty. Some miracles come suddenly, others unfold over time. Both are part of what has been prepared. Celebrate what arrives and be patient with what is still forming. Archangel Michael assures you, I am with you in every step. You are not alone. Dreams will come. Pay attention to them. They are not always symbols. Sometimes they are guidance. Write down what you remember. Share them with someone wise. Dreams can confirm what has already been placed in your spirit. My child, someone who left your life without warning may return. Not always to remain, but to complete what was left unfinished. When they do, stand with strength, not with a wounded heart. Let healing be your first response, and wisdom your guide. Some doors are for temporary visits, others for forever. Only heaven knows which is which. God says you will receive a message that will change plans. Be flexible. The miracle may require a pivot, a different choice, a new route, a sudden yes to an unusual opportunity. Do not be so fixed on a plan that you miss a miracle coming on a different path. Beloved, your health is part of this season. For bodies that have been weary, expect restoration. For minds clouded by worry, expect clarity. For families feeling cold, expect reunion. The surprise is holistic, restoring what the enemy aimed to break: body, mind, relationships, and finances. Archangel Michael now commands, declare it, speak the change aloud. When heaven moves, our words partner with its action. Say, this is my season. I receive. I open. Simple words spoken with faith are doors thrown open to heaven's favor. Do not let past mistakes steal your future. Regret is a thief. Confession is the key. If you have held on to shame, bring it into light. God says, asterisk, I am not limiting your future to your past. Come as you are, then rise as I equip you. The surprise will override former errors. Child, be kind to yourself during change. Transition can feel violent even when it is good. Give yourself rest. Celebrate small wins. Recognize that each step forward is holy. Archangel Michael holds a torch to light your path. Follow it steadily, not recklessly. My child, come closer. The air around you trembles because heaven is speaking directly into your life. Archangel Michael says, do not treat this lightly. This message was carved for your heart alone. Your spirit knows this is true. Let that knowing guide you. Now listen, God says, what I am about to release will overturn your expectations. When you think of how things should happen, remember my ways are higher. Expect the unexpected. Expect doors to open in rooms you didn't even know existed. Beloved, there will be a sudden alignment of people and timing. Someone will appear who carries a key to your next season. They may seem ordinary, but heaven sent them with extraordinary authority to shift your path. Stay alert when new faces show favor. Do not skip this. God says, "Wait, the next detail will astonish you. A resource you believed lost will return multiplied. A relationship you mourned may come back, but different, healthier, wiser, guarded by new boundaries. Receive with discernment, not desperation." Archangel Michael warns, "Watch the small things. They are the beginnings of the large miracles. A slight change in conversation, a text you almost deleted, a dream you almost forgot. These are the breadcrumbs heaven leaves. Follow them faithfully. Beloved, your finances are included in this surprise. God says, I am opening stores of provision you didn't know I had prepared. This may come as a job, a gift, a clearance of debt, or a sudden opportunity. When it comes, steward it with humility and wisdom. Do not be surprised if you feel pressure before the release. Pressure shapes precious metal. The refining season readies you for greater capacity. Archangel Michael says, "Endure the pressing and receive the pressing's fruit. Your character will shine, and with it your blessing." Child, there is a revelation coming about an old secret. When truth surfaces, confusion may try to follow. Hold steady. God says, "Truth clears the air. Even when it burns at first, let truth do its work. Do not smother it to keep peace that costs your peace." If this is touching you, subscribe and remain close to these messages. Heaven communicates in seasons. Staying connected keeps your spirit tuned to the next instruction. Do it now, not for the number, but for your next appointment. Beloved, a reconciliation may appear that heals a wound you thought permanent. But know this, reconciliation does not mean returning to the old broken pattern. It means entering a new covenant of respect and boundaries, guided by wisdom from above. God says, "Some doors will close to make way for a greater opening." Do not mourn every closed door. Sometimes heaven shuts one to roll out another that leads to your destiny. Trust the economy of heaven. It trades small losses for exponential gain. Archangel Michael commands, "Guard your words when the storm passes." When blessing arrives, people will speak, some in praise, some in envy. Use your tongue to bless and your silence to protect what is fragile. Let humility be the hallmark of your increase. Child, be ready for confirmations in unusual ways. A song, a stranger's comment, a sudden image. These will affirm that heaven is indeed working for you. Keep a notebook beside your bed. Record these confirmations so your faith has a trail to follow. Do not let fear of exposure stop you from walking into your miracle. God says, "I will cover you and give you the courage to stand in the light when exposed. Let gratitude be louder than shame, and let truth guide your steps forward with dignity." Beloved, your family line is being realigned. Wounds that pass through generations are being addressed. Healing moves through you now, not only for you, but for those who follow. Speak wellness over your bloodline. Decree restoration out loud. God whispers, "You will be given unexpected wisdom in the season ahead. Decisions will require clarity, and the wisdom you need will arrive like a still small voice." Practice listening. Obey small promptings. They will compound into the right path. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be ashamed of small beginnings. A miracle may begin with a seed no one notices. Tend it, protect it, water it with patience and prayer. Very soon it will spring into what was always intended. Beloved, for those who have felt spiritually dry, a fresh wind is coming. Expect spiritual encounters that refresh and renew. Times of hunger are about to become seasons of feasting. God will meet you in the quiet and fill you to overflow. Do not skip this moment. God says, wait, for the confirmation will come almost immediately after you obey. Obedience unlocks acceleration. When you follow the small prompt, the large favor shows up faster than you expected. Child, expect a realignment at work or vocation. Doors that were closed will swing open. Projects stalled will resume with new partners. If you have sought promotion or a breakthrough, prepare, because heaven often answers through people who recognize your labor. Beloved, healing is for those who have been hurt. Maybe your body has carried pain. Expect restoration. Not every cure is instant, but a significant turning is on the way. Hold to hope and engage wisely with both prayer and care. God says, you will see favor where you once saw only obstacles. Friends will speak good of you in rooms you cannot enter. Invisible votes of favor are being cast in your name. Let gratitude guide your reaction when doors open. Archangel Michael declares, now is not the time for comparing. Comparison steals joy and distracts from your unique path. The surprise meant for you cannot be measured by what others receive. Celebrate others and hold fast to your own season. Beloved, you will be given a clear nudge to change direction. Say yes when prompted. Miracles sometimes require an unusual step. A message sent, a call returned, a meeting accepted. If heaven prompts you, respond without overthinking. Do not be afraid of being noticed. God says, you were made for a purpose that requires visibility. Let your life reflect the goodness you have received. Shine not to boast, but to guide others toward hope. Child, pray for wisdom in relationships. Not all returns are meant to be permanent. Some people return to finish a chapter and then leave with blessing. Discernment will keep your heart safe and your future bright. Beloved, expect restorative surprises in your home. Peace where tension once lived. Family tables will be sweeter. Conversations will yield understanding. The atmosphere in your house will change. Honor that shift with gratitude. God whispers again, you will be amazed at how quickly I can turn a setback into a setup. Keep your eyes on me during the transition. I am arranging things behind the scenes, aligning even the opposition for your good. Archangel Michael commands, declare victory now. Speak aloud, I receive, I open, I embrace the surprise God brings. Words partnered with faith move mountains and unlock heaven's speed. Do not let past shame silence your new song. God says, I am writing your story anew. Sing the new chorus. Even if the voice trembles, heaven will tune it into strength. Beloved, this season will mark you. You will look back and know this as the time heaven pivoted your life. Guard it with humility, steward it with wisdom, and share it with grateful hands. Open this instantly. Delay is dangerous. Blessing is unstoppable. My child, stay with me. Archangel Michael stands like a sentinel at your threshold, and his voice is steady. This is your hour. This is your moment of divine reinstatement. Feel the steady beat of heaven aligning with your heartbeat. This is confirmation that you are not alone. Listen carefully. God says there will be a sign that cannot be mistaken. It may be a color that follows you through a day, a repeated word in conversations, or a number that keeps showing up. When you see it, stop and give thanks. That sign is heaven's stamp on this message. It confirms that the surprise is on its way. Beloved, expect relational shifts. Some people will step closer with sincere hearts. Others will gently step away because their season with you is finished. Rejoice in both. The ones who stay are gifts, and the ones who leave make room for what is coming. Trust God's rearrangement. Do not skip this. God says, wait, the next revelation will change how you handle what follows. When the truth about someone arrives, breathe. Do not react from old wounds. Respond with the new wisdom given to you now. Let heaven's clarity guide your steps, not impulse. Archangel Michael instructs, protect your peace. When favor comes, noise follows. Keep sacred times for prayer, for quiet, for the voice of God. Those spaces will anchor you when the world rushes to celebrate or to criticize. Your peace is the throne from which you will steward the blessing. Well, beloved, finances are being restored, but with an invitation, use this for purpose. God desires that your increase bless others. Sow into your calling and heal areas that were broken. Generosity will not deplete, but will circulate heaven's favor back into your life multiplied. Child, you may feel an emotional release, old sorrow turning into gratitude. Allow it. Tears that come now are not weakness. They are the river that waters your new beginning. Let them flow and then stand up to receive what the river brings: clarity, joy, and renewed courage. Do not underestimate small acts of obedience. A simple step, calling someone back, opening a door you would normally leave closed, saying yes to a small task, can unlock a cascade. God honors small faith, Archangel Michael affirms. The courageous little steps become the foundation of great leaps. Beloved, there is a correction coming in your atmosphere. Where there was confusion, God will send clarity. Where there was misdirection, a compass of truth will appear. Follow it, even if it alters your plans. The surprise often requires a reroute, not a retreat. If this word stirs your spirit, pause and subscribe now, so the next sign from heaven finds you ready. Do this as an act of faith to remain tuned to the frequency of the blessings that follow. Your next confirmation may come through these messages. Child, be ready for prophetic encounters. Someone might speak a word over you that seals what heaven has already decreed. Receive these words with humility. Test them with prayer, but do not be quick to dismiss what carries divine alignment. Prophetic confirmations accelerate destiny. Do not let anger be your response when truth surfaces. God says, let peace be your podium. When secrets are revealed, let your reaction be dignified. This will honor you and open doors for reconciliation where it's wise and protection where it's necessary. Beloved, your creativity and ideas will be birthed in unexpected moments. Write them down. Acts of creation are not accidental in this season. They are divine blueprints. What you craft now may become the vessel through which many are healed and fed. Archangel Michael warns, guard your schedule. Favor will often appear in windows that seem inconvenient. Do not let busyness or pride make you miss a sudden opening. Make room for interruption. Sometimes interruption is invitation in disguise. Child, healing may come in layers. Some wounds will stitch quickly, others slowly. Celebrate each stitch. Announce each victory. Speak aloud the milestones, even small ones, because your voice partners with heaven to secure the progress. Do not be surprised by tests of loyalty. Some will reveal themselves by their absence, others by their unexpected kindness. Those who remain faithful will be the allies in your new season. Honor them. Keep them close. Beloved, restitution is a theme for many. What was taken will be returned and sometimes multiplied. Keep a record in your heart of how God restores. These memories will fuel your faith in future storms. Gratitude for restoration amplifies what is restored. God says, expect a chain of miracles, not just a single act. The first sign will unlock another and another until what seemed impossible becomes your normal. Prepare for momentum. When the first blessing arrives, be ready to steward the speed that follows. Child, your testimony will become a tool to uplift others. When you speak of what God did, do so with humility and clarity. People hungry for hope will be drawn to your story. Use it to point them to the one who did it, not to yourself. Do not let fear of loss keep you from claiming gain. Archangel Michael commands, release scarcity thinking. The economy of heaven is expansive. There is enough for your miracle and for others. Give freely and watch provision flow in return. Beloved, there may be an overcoming of long-term obstacles. Projects stuck for years will find momentum. Doors closed for seasons will open. The key is persistence paired with faith. Keep knocking. Heaven's timing is precise and knocking matters. If this word touches you deeply, subscribe and stay close. These messages are how heaven speaks in seasons. Your presence here matters because obedience to these promptings links you to the next confirmation. Child, expect breakthroughs in conversations. Words once sharp will soften. Confessions that once harmed will lead to healing. Let your willingness to listen be part of the miracle. Sometimes what you need is not a long argument, but a listening ear to begin repair. Do not neglect self-care in the rush of blessing. Your body and mind have been the battleground. Now they must be restored. Rest, good food, and boundaries are not luxuries. They are the soil for sustainability in your new season. Beloved, be ready to receive honor in quiet ways. Sometimes honor comes through a private word, a note, or a small act of recognition that prepares you for larger public affirmation. Receive these quietly and let them prepare your heart for bigger stages. Archangel Michael declares, do not be deceived by shortcuts. Some will offer fast paths that compromise your values. Hold firm. Blessings that require compromise will not last. True increase aligns with integrity. Child, trust the slow work within you. Character grows in waiting, and your miracle requires a heart ready to steward it. God says, I do not just give gifts, I form stewards. Be willing to be shaped. Do not be surprised if you are tempted to hide the blessing out of fear. God says, step into the light. Let your life be a lantern. Others will find their way because you dared to shine. Humility does not mean hiding. Beloved, there will be divine appointments, meetings that feel accidental but are orchestrated. Approach each new encounter with openness. Say yes to small invites that align with your heart. Heaven uses them to connect you with your helpers. If a moment of doubt rises, speak truth aloud. This is my season. I receive, I open. Your declarations partner with heaven. Speak them until your courage matches your calling. Do not lose sight of prayer. This conversation with God will be the anchor through the transitions. Keep speaking. Keep listening. Keep thinking. Prayer is how you remain partnered with heaven's unfolding child. The surprise is near. Move with gratitude, wisdom, and courage. Archangel Michael stands ready to announce what the throne already declared. Open this instantly. Delay is dangerous. Blessing is unstoppable, my child. The atmosphere is charged. Do you feel it? That weight on your chest is not heaviness. It is the hand of heaven resting upon you. Archangel Michael says, asterisk, do not run from this presence. Stay. Receive. This moment is holy. God whispers, asterisk, I have been preparing you quietly, shaping your heart through storms and silence. You thought I had forgotten you, but I was forming you in the hidden places. Now the unveiling begins. Your season of waiting has matured into your season of receiving. Beloved, listen closely. The surprise coming to your home is not just a gift. It is a key that will unlock other doors. What you receive will trigger a chain reaction of breakthroughs. This is why the enemy fought you so violently. He saw what was about to be handed into your life. Wait. God says what happens next will shock you. Someone who walked away from you will suddenly need your presence again. Their heart will be stirred in the night, their conscience restless until they find their way back to you. Do not fear this. You will know by the peace in your heart whether to let them close again or to bless them from a distance. Archangel Michael declares, you are stepping into divine justice. What was unfair? What was stolen? What was broken? Heaven has kept a record. The scales are tipping in your favor. Expect restitution. Expect repayment. Expect sudden reversal. The courtroom of heaven has ruled, and the verdict is in your favor. Child, let go of the fear that whispers, what if it doesn't happen? Fear is the enemy's last tool to keep you chained. Replace that whisper with truth. It is already happening. Every moment you hold on to faith is a moment heaven accelerates the release. Beloved, you may start to see resistance rising as your breakthrough nears. Do not panic. Resistance often appears when you are closest to breakthrough. Storms grow strongest just before they pass. Archangel Michael calls out, stand firm. Your obedience is the final step that brings what is meant for you to your door. And God is saying even now, I am positioning people to favor you. Those you have never met will begin to speak your name with kindness. Opportunities will rise from places you did not expect. What once seemed distant will arrive suddenly. Do not overlook the signs. Certain dreams may repeat. Patterns may appear. Strangers may speak words that feel deeply personal. These are not random moments. They are marks of divine guidance along your path. Beloved child, this message is not for everyone. That is why it touches you so deeply. It is meant for you. You were led here with purpose. This is not general. It is personal. What is coming is already in motion, and heaven is preparing you to receive it. If you feel something stirring within you, pause and take it in. Stay connected so you do not miss what follows. Not out of curiosity, but as a step of faith to remain aligned with what is being prepared for you. Child, a new chapter is beginning. The weight of what you have carried will fade, and a fresh direction will lift you forward. Expect restoration in places you thought were gone forever. God declares, I make all things new. Nothing is beyond my power to restore. Archangel Michael reminds you, what is meant for you is not fragile. Do not fear losing it. What heaven gives cannot be taken by human hands. It is secured, protected, and released with purpose. Beloved, listen closely once more. What is coming is already on its way. It carries your name, your healing, your renewal, and when it arrives, nothing will be able to take it from you. Receive it without delay. What is meant for you cannot be stopped. My child, do not overlook this moment. Archangel Michael stands at your door with a message that will awaken you. Heaven has opened what was hidden, and your name is marked with purpose. God is saying, before this moment passes, something miraculous is being placed into your hands. This is not by chance. This is not for everyone. It is meant for you. Do not turn away. These next moments carry a key connected to your path. The angels are speaking, and Archangel Michael is pointing toward a turning point in your life. What you are about to receive will restore what you thought was gone. God declares, your sorrow will become joy, your emptiness will overflow, and your pain will be transformed into abundance. Pause, because what unfolds next will surprise you. Beloved soul, heaven has been watching closely. Every tear you shed in silence has been seen. Every quiet prayer you whispered has been heard and lifted above. And now, God says, the harvest will come suddenly. A release is being arranged in your favor, provision you did not expect, blessings being positioned for you. Do not question it. This message carries life because it is tied to you. Archangel Michael reveals, there were forces that tried to block this from reaching you, but they have failed. The power of the Lord has broken what stood in the way. What was delayed is now being released. That is why you are hearing this at this exact moment, perfectly aligned. Heaven has arranged this timing. My beloved, if something within you responds to these words, do not remain silent. Stay connected so you do not miss what comes next. These are not empty words. They are guidance for your path. Missing even one may cause you to overlook what is meant for you. God says, what you receive will surprise you, not because of people, not because of chance, but because of my hand. Provision will come in ways you did not expect. Favor will rise where you did not look. I am moving in ways no force can stop. Even now, angels are being dispatched. Michael stands ready. The vaults of heaven are opening. Do not scroll away, for if you do, you may walk past the very moment heaven was waiting to release into your life. This is why your spirit feels restless. This is why your eyes fell upon this message. God says this is not coincidence. It is covenant. Beloved child, I see the fear you carried about tomorrow. I see the worry you carried about bills, about debts, about lack. But tonight at 11:59 p.m., the story changes. You will testify. You will see with your own eyes how I, the Lord, provide in ways beyond imagination. Wait, God says there is more. What happens in the next days will shock even you. People will ask, how did this happen? They will not believe your account, but you will know it was the hand of God. Archangel Michael is whispering now. The reason you are here is because heaven wanted you to be warned. Delay is dangerous. The blessing is unstoppable. But your attention is the key. If you ignore this, you may miss the door opening right now. Beloved, this is personal. This is for you, not for your neighbor, not for the one who will watch tomorrow, but for you who hears this now. God says, do not take this lightly. Tonight's midnight holds a turning point your soul has prayed for. And when you see it, when you hold the miracle, lift your eyes and remember heaven saw you. Heaven called you. Heaven blessed you. This is the word of the Lord through Archangel Michael. Open this now. Delay is dangerous. Blessing is unstoppable. My beloved child, listen closely. The Spirit of God is pressing on your heart because this message carries your name. Archangel Michael has stepped forward with a sword of fire in his hand. He says, do not ignore this, for your destiny is at the door. Heaven has waited for this night, and the clock is ticking toward 11:59 p.m. This moment will not repeat again in the same way. The very gates of provision are trembling, ready to pour out what was withheld. God says, for too long you have been tested. For too long you have carried shame in silence, but the season of lack ends tonight. You will see my hand move in your finances. You will see the account that mocked you become a testimony that shakes even your enemies. Do not underestimate this word. Do not scroll away. This is not a general word. It is a direct prophecy sent to your soul. Heaven whispered your name before releasing this video into your hands. Others may pass it by, but you could not. Why? Because it was destined for you. The Lord says unexpected money is coming. A deposit no man could arrange. A transfer no enemy can stop. A miracle that will shock you when you least expect it. It is already on its way. Child, I am commanding angels to guard this word, to guard your path, and to ensure no thief steals what is yours. Michael says, I stand at your door tonight as a warrior. The dark powers that tried to dry your resources are trembling now. They wanted you empty. They wanted you begging. But the Lord says no more. Tonight your cup will overflow. Beloved, do not think this is random. Do not assume this is just another message. Your spirit knows the truth. That inner stirring you feel right now, it is heaven confirming this word. Do not ignore it. Wait. God says pause. Listen carefully. There is someone who pretends to care for you. Yet, in secret, they hoped you would fall. They smiled in your face, but spoke against you behind your back. They whispered that you would never rise again. But I, the Lord, am about to shock them. When they see the blessing in your account, they will know I am with you. Beloved child, remember this. Heaven's timing is precise. You are not here by mistake. This message is like a key placed in your hand. If you close your eyes now, you may miss what has been appointed for tonight. My child, do not ignore this. Archangel Michael stands at your door with a message that will shock you. Heaven has opened the scrolls, and your name is written in fire. God says, before the clock strikes 11:59 p.m., a miracle is being released into your hands. This is not random. This is not for everyone. This is only for you. Do not skip this. For the next few minutes, carry the key to your destiny. The angels are whispering, and Archangel Michael is pointing to your life's turning point. What you are about to hear will change everything you thought was lost. God says, your sorrow is about to turn into laughter, your emptiness into overflow, your account of pain into an account of riches. Wait, what happens next will shock you, beloved soul. The heavens have been watching. Every tear you cried in silence has been collected. Every prayer you whispered, even when you thought no one heard, has been carried upward. And now, God says, the harvest comes suddenly before 11:59 p.m. A release of unexpected money, a transfer of blessings is being positioned in your favor. Do not doubt this. This message is alive because it carries your name. Archangel Michael says, someone tried to stop this miracle from reaching you. A shadow rose against you, trying to block what was meant to flow, but their plan has failed. The sword of the Lord has cut their chains. What was delayed is now being released. That is why you are hearing this at this exact moment, not a second late, not a second early. Heaven aligned this. My beloved, if this word touches your soul, do not remain silent. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss the next divine message. For God says these words are not just words. They are instructions for your destiny. Missing even one could cost you a miracle. God says your bank account will shock you, not because of man, not because of chance, but because of my hand. Unexpected money, unexpected favor, unexpected provision. I am moving in ways no enemy can stop. Even now, angels are being dispatched. Michael stands ready. The vaults of heaven are opening. Do not scroll away, for if you do, you may walk past the very moment heaven was waiting to release into your life. This is why your spirit feels restless. This is why your eyes fell upon this message. God says this is not coincidence. It is covenant. Beloved child, I see the fear you carried about tomorrow. I see the worry you carried about bills, about debts, about lack. The story changes. You will testify. You will see with your own eyes how I, the Lord, provide in ways beyond imagination. Wait. God says there is more. What happens in the next days will shock even you. People will ask, how did this happen? They will not believe your account, but you will know it was the hand of God. Archangel Michael is whispering now. The reason you are here is because heaven wanted you to be warned. Delay is dangerous. The blessing is unstoppable. But your attention is the key. If you ignore this, you may miss the door opening right now. Beloved, this is personal. This is for you, not for your neighbor, not for the one who will watch later, but for you who hears this now. God says, do not take this lightly. Midnight holds a turning point your soul has prayed for. And when you see it, when you hold the miracle, lift your eyes and remember heaven saw you. Heaven called you. Heaven blessed you. This is the word of the Lord through Archangel Michael. Open this now. Delay is dangerous. Blessing is unstoppable. My beloved child, listen closely. The Spirit of God is pressing on your heart because this message carries your name. Archangel Michael has stepped forward with a sword of fire in his hand. He says, do not ignore this, for your destiny is at the door. Heaven has waited for this, and the clock is ticking toward 11:59 p.m. This moment will not repeat again in the same way. The very gates of provision are trembling, ready to pour out what was withheld. God says, for too long you have been tested. For too long you have carried shame in silence, but the season of lack ends. You will see my hand move in your finances. You will see the account that mocked you become a testimony that shakes even your enemies. Do not underestimate this word. Do not scroll away. This is not a general word. It is a direct prophecy sent to your soul. Heaven whispered your name before releasing this message into your hands. Others may pass it by, but you could not. Why? Because it was destined for you. The Lord says unexpected money is coming, a deposit no man could arrange, a transfer no enemy can stop, a miracle that will shock you when you least expect it. It is already on its way. Child, I am commanding angels to guard this word, to guard your path, and to ensure no thief steals what is yours. Michael says, I stand at your door as a warrior. The dark powers that tried to dry your resources are trembling now. They wanted you empty. They wanted you begging, but the Lord says no more. Your cup will overflow. Beloved, do not think this is random. Do not assume this is just another message. Your spirit knows the truth. That inner stirring you feel right now, it is heaven confirming this word. Do not ignore it. Wait. God says pause. Listen carefully. There is someone who pretends to care for you, yet in secret they hoped you would fall. They smiled in your face, but spoke against you behind your back. They whispered that you would never rise again, but I, the Lord, am about to shock them. When they see the blessing in your account, they will know I am with you. Beloved child, remember this. Heaven's timing is precise. You are not here by mistake. This message is like a key placed in your hand. If you close your eyes now, you may miss what has been appointed. Stay awake. Stay alert, for the blessing has been released already in the unseen realm. Archangel Michael says, I fought through the barriers to bring this message to you. Darkness tried to block it, but I broke through with the sword of truth. Take this seriously. Heaven would not disturb your day without reason. Beloved soul, if this word touches the deep part of you, then align with heaven. Subscribe now so you will not miss the next divine release. For God says, those who hear my voice continually will walk in continual blessing. Do not miss the unfolding. Do not treat lightly what was sealed in fire for you. God says at 11:59 p.m. your account will shock you. You will wake up to a testimony. You will see doors open that were once nailed shut. You will hear news that breaks the chain of worry from your heart. This is not the end of your struggle. It is the beginning of your abundance. Beloved, wait. Do you feel it? That trembling in your spirit, that heaviness lifting. That is the shift. That is heaven aligning. Even now, angels are moving to touch the hearts of men and women who will bless you without knowing why. Someone is being stirred right now to release what belongs to you. Someone is preparing to open a door for you that money cannot buy. God says, you asked me if I still see you. You cried, Lord, have you forgotten me? My answer is loud. I have not forgotten you. Every detail of your life is written before me, and I am rewriting your story in favor, in increase, in provision. Michael says, take courage. Beloved, this word is heavy with truth. Those who ignore it will pass by their miracle. But you, the chosen one, have ears to hear. You will not be left behind. You will testify. Do not stop now. Do not scroll away. Do not silence this voice. For God says, what comes next will shock you. A divine reversal is about to break into your life. Enemies will scatter. Allies will rise. Provision will flood. Your tears are ending. Your account is changing. Your destiny is beginning. My child, the heavens are trembling with anticipation because of you. Yes, you. This is not for the crowd. This is not for strangers. This is a message sealed with your name, written before the foundations of the earth. The Lord says, I have heard your cry in the night. I have seen your hands counting what was not enough. I have watched your eyes dim with worry about tomorrow, and I will reverse it all. Do not mistake this moment. The Spirit of God says the enemy thought he had time. He thought you would quit before this blessing arrived. He thought you would grow weary and walk away. But I kept you alive. I kept you standing. I kept you listening because this word, this exact word, was waiting for you. Michael, the great archangel, is standing guard over your miracle. He says, do not skip this. Do not turn your head. What is about to happen will shock even your closest friend. The account that mocked you with emptiness will overflow. The name that was written in shame will be lifted in glory. The family that doubted you will be silenced when they see the abundance that falls upon you. Beloved, hear this. God is not limited by economy, by system, by men. Heaven does not need permission to bless you. Heaven does not wait for the approval of banks or bosses. God says, when I command increase, no system can hold it back. When I release provision, no man can block it. And the decree is spoken, your account will shock you. Pause. Do you feel that the weight pressing your chest is lifting? The chains that made your heart heavy are breaking. God says, I am removing the stone that blocked your river of blessing. The waters will flow again. Your life will not stay dry. This word is proof. I am for you, child. There is a reason you were drawn here at this exact time. Do not take this lightly. Heaven's calendar is not random. This is not entertainment. This is not coincidence. This is covenant. You are standing at the edge of fulfillment. Michael declares, the accuser has been silenced. The liar who tried to steal your destiny has been cast down. The one who whispered, they will never rise, has been rebuked. And now the gates are opening. Blessing is flooding. Increase is coming. Beloved soul, if you feel the stirring in your heart, do not ignore it. If you feel the fire in your spirit, do not silence it. Subscribe now so you do not miss the next command from heaven. For God says, I will not always speak in thunder. Sometimes I will whisper. And those who are listening will catch the whisper and walk into miracles. Do not let this moment pass. Do not let this voice fade. God says, this is your confirmation. You asked for a sign. Here it is. You said, Lord, show me something before I give up. And I answer now, do not quit. Do not faint. Do not doubt. Your blessing is already on the way. Beloved, what you lost will not compare to what is coming. What was stolen will be returned, multiplied. What was delayed will come back accelerated. God says at 11:59 tonight, your account will not only hold numbers, it will hold my testimony. Men will see and know it was my hand. Wait, listen carefully. God says there is someone connected to you who doubted you. They laughed when you said you trusted me. They thought you were foolish, but when they see what happens, they will know I am the Lord who provides. They will bow their head in silence when my abundance proves them wrong. Beloved, do not run from this word. Stay until the end, because what is coming next will shake your soul. This is not just about money. It is about destiny. It is about identity. It is about heaven proving that you are chosen. Michael says, I saw you in the night seasons holding back tears, afraid of tomorrow. But I was sent to guard you. I was sent to fight for you. And now I was sent to tell you the waiting is over. The door is open. The account is filled. The miracle is here. God says this is personal. This is not for the crowd. This is for you. You are not hearing by accident. You are hearing because I wrote your name in this message before time began. Beloved child, do not forget this night. Write it down. Mark it, for you will remember it as the night heaven shifted your story. You will look back and say, I was empty, and then suddenly I was full. I was broken, and then suddenly I was restored. I was ignored, and then suddenly I was chosen. Do not underestimate this. Do not treat it lightly. God says, if you turn away, the enemy will whisper lies again. But if you stand and receive, you will walk into a flood of blessing no enemy can touch. Wait. God says there is a hidden enemy you do not see. They wore a mask of kindness, but their heart was dark. They tried to close doors behind your back, but I, the Lord, saw it. And I am exposing them. They will not block what I release. Their schemes are dust before my power. Beloved, this is a divine reversal. Everything that was against you is turning for you. Everything that was locked is unlocking. Everything that was empty is filling. God says, at 11:59, the story changes. Michael lifts his sword now. He says, the last chains are breaking. The last barriers are falling. The last curses are dissolving. The heavens are open above you. Child of light, you asked if you would ever see a breakthrough. This is your breakthrough. You asked if you would ever see favor. This is your favor. You asked if God still speaks. This is your answer. Do not scroll away. Do not silence this. Do not let this be another forgotten word. God says, hold it, believe it, watch it, and when you wake tomorrow, you will know heaven has moved. My beloved, the Spirit of God says, do not let your heart wander, for what I am about to reveal will shock you. You are standing in the middle of a divine appointment. The enemy cannot erase your name from this word, because I, the Lord, wrote it with fire. At 11:59, heaven's scrolls will open, and your name will be called. Michael speaks with authority. The gates of lack are closing. The chains of poverty are breaking. The curse that kept you small is shattered. The one who laughed at your struggle will be silenced by your blessing. This word is not for the crowd. It is only for you. Do you feel it? That trembling in your spirit is not fear. It is recognition. Your soul knows this is truth. Your heart knows this is the very answer you prayed for when no one was listening. God says, you thought I was silent, but I was waiting for the right moment to speak. This is the moment. Beloved child, the angels are watching. The heavens are leaning low. Every tear you cried became a seed in my hands. And now I, the Lord, am watering it with abundance. The harvest will not delay. At the exact time, 11:59, you will know that I have not forsaken you. Wait. Pause, my child. Hear me. You worried about tomorrow. You thought the door would never open. You asked, how long must I wait? And I answer, the waiting is over. The blessing has begun. Michael's voice thunders. Do not ignore this. Do not scroll away. The enemy would love for you to look away at the moment of your miracle. But if you stay, you will see. If you listen, you will receive. If you believe, You will walk into a flood no man can dam. Beloved, remember your life has been under attack because of the treasure you carry. They were not fighting you. They were fighting the destiny written over you. But God says the fight is finished. The storm is ending, and the rainbow of my covenant will cover your house. Child, do you not see? The very reason you suffered was because you were chosen. The very reason they envied you was because you carried light they could not understand. And now that light will shine so bright no shadow can hide it again. God says, prepare your eyes, prepare your heart. The shock of sudden blessing will be heavy upon you. You will wonder, is this real? Is this really happening to me? And I will whisper, yes, beloved, it is me. It is your Father who loves you. Michael says, I see the doors swinging wide. I see the vaults of heaven opening. I see the enemies of your destiny fleeing. The blessing is unstoppable. Delay is dangerous. Do not step back now. If this word is touching your soul, beloved, then do not walk away without sealing it. Subscribe now, so you will not miss the next whisper from heaven. For the Lord says, those who keep their ear pressed to my chest will never miss my heartbeat. Beloved, listen carefully. God says, what comes will shock you. Not only money, but favor. Not only provision, but peace. Not only deposits, but destiny. You will see the hand of the Lord moving where men said it was impossible. Wait. Do not move. Heaven is releasing more. There is someone who lied about you. They tried to block opportunities by speaking evil behind your back. But I, the Lord, will turn their lies into the stage of your testimony. The very mouth that cursed you will witness your blessing. Beloved child, hear me. You will not stay small. You will not remain forgotten. You will not remain overlooked. God says the season of being ignored has ended. The season of being lifted has begun. Michael says, look around you. The atmosphere is shifting. The resistance is crumbling. The path is clearing. You are stepping into a miracle designed only for you. My child, do not ignore this. Archangel Michael stands at your door with a message that will shock you. Heaven has opened the scrolls, and your name is written in fire. God says, before the clock strikes 11:59 p.m., a miracle is being released into your hands. This is not random. This is not for everyone. This is only for you. Do not skip this. For the next few minutes, carry the key to your destiny. The angels are whispering, and Archangel Michael is pointing to your life's turning point. What you are about to hear will change everything you thought was lost. God says, your sorrow is about to turn into laughter, your emptiness into overflow, your account of pain into an account of riches. Wait, what happens next will shock you, beloved soul. The heavens have been watching. Every tear you cried in silence has been collected. Every prayer you whispered, even when you thought no one heard, has been carried upward. And now, God says, the harvest comes suddenly before 11:59 p.m. A release of unexpected money, a transfer of blessings is being positioned in your favor. Do not doubt this. This message is alive because it carries your name. Archangel Michael says, someone tried to stop this miracle from reaching you. A shadow rose against you, trying to block what was meant to flow. But their plan has failed. The sword of the Lord has cut their chains. What was delayed is now being released. That is why you are hearing this at this exact moment. Not a second late, not a second early. Heaven aligned this, my beloved. If this word touches your soul, do not remain silent. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss the next divine message. For God says these words are not just words. They are instructions for your destiny. Missing even one could cost you a miracle. God says, your bank account will shock you, not because of man, not because of chance, but because of my hand. Unexpected money, unexpected favor, unexpected provision. I am moving in ways no enemy can stop. Even now, angels are being dispatched. Michael stands ready. The vaults of heaven are opening. Do not scroll away, for if you do, you may walk past the very moment heaven was waiting to release into your life. This is why your spirit feels restless. This is why your eyes fell upon this message. God says this is not coincidence. It is covenant. Beloved child, I see the fear you carried about tomorrow. I see the worry you carried about bills, about debts, about lack. But at 11:59 p.m., the story changes. You will testify. You will see with your own eyes how I, the Lord, provide in ways beyond imagination. Wait. God says there is more. What happens next will shock even you. People will ask, how did this happen? They will not believe your account, but you will know it was the hand of God. Archangel Michael is whispering now. The reason you are here is because heaven wanted you to be warned. Delay is dangerous. The blessing is unstoppable, but your attention is the key. If you ignore this, you may miss the door opening right now. Beloved, this is personal. This is for you, not for your neighbor, not for the one who will watch, but for you who hears this now. God says, do not take this lightly. Midnight holds a turning point your soul has prayed for. And when you see it, when you hold the miracle, lift your eyes and remember heaven saw you. Heaven called you. Heaven blessed you. This is the word of the Lord through Archangel Michael. Open this now. Delay is dangerous. Blessing is unstoppable. My beloved child, listen closely. The Spirit of God is pressing on your heart because this message carries your name. Archangel Michael has stepped forward with a sword of fire in his hand. He says, do not ignore this, for your destiny is at the door. Heaven has waited, and the clock is ticking toward 11:59 p.m. This moment will not come again in the same way. The gates of provision are already trembling, ready to release what has been held back. God is saying, for too long you have been tested. For too long you carried your burdens in silence, but that season is ending. You are about to witness a shift in your life. You will see change where there was once lack. What once discouraged you will become a testimony that even those who doubted you cannot ignore. Do not take these words lightly. Do not turn away. This is not a message for everyone. It is meant for you. Heaven spoke your name before placing this message before you. Others may overlook it, but you were drawn here for a reason. The Lord says provision is coming in ways you did not expect, something no person could arrange, something no force can block. It is already in motion. Child, angels are being sent to guard your path and protect what is meant for you. Michael declares, I stand as a protector. What once tried to drain you is losing its hold. What was meant to leave you empty has no power anymore. The Lord says, enough. What is yours will overflow. Beloved, do not mistake this for coincidence. Your spirit recognizes what is true. That feeling within you right now is confirmation. Do not ignore it. Pause and listen closely. There is someone who has not been genuine with you. Outwardly, they showed care, but inwardly, they hoped for your fall. They spoke against you when you were not present. They believed you would not rise again. But the Lord says what is about to happen will leave them without words. When they see the change in your life, they will know that you are not alone. Beloved child, remember this. Timing in heaven is exact. You are not here by accident. This message is like a key placed into your hands. If you turn away now, you may miss what has been prepared for you. He knows your name. He knows your story. He knows where the pain lives. He brings correction along with provision so your healing is full and lasting. Listen, God says, when I move with purpose. The money that arrives is more than payment. It is a confirmation that I see your faithfulness in seasons when no one was watching. It is restoration and recompense. It will open doors. It will mend relationships. It will reposition you by my hand. This miracle will ripple into other areas of your life. Finances are the entry point, but not the only blessing. Beloved, I am aware of the voices that told you to give up. I heard the mocking laughter that assaulted your nights. I felt your chest tighten when the bill arrived. This is the turn. God says, I honor your endurance. I reward your quiet faith. The reward will feel unbelievable because it is supernatural. Expect the unexpected because my economy does not follow human rules. Michael draws near. Do not skip this. The enemy wants you distracted at the edge of your miracle. Stay with me. Keep your eyes on the clock of heaven. When midnight approaches, stand in expectation. Your posture matters. Your faith posture unlocks doors. Faith is not passive. It is a gaze toward the one who promised. Keep looking. Keep believing. Wait, God whispers. Some of you will receive while you sleep. Some will receive through a message, a call, a sudden payment, a return favor, or a check you forgot about. Some will find a job offer, a cleared debt, or an unexpected gift. Do not limit my methods. I am infinite in creativity. I will choose the path that shocks you most. Be open to surprise. The way I answer will overturn your expectations. Beloved, you may be asking, why now? Why now? Because heaven works with precision. God says, I do not waste moments. I appoint seasons. All the hard things you carried in silence are being realigned. Every tear is accounted for. Every prayer is archived in my heart. The timing you wanted may have been wrong. The timing I chose is perfect. Trust my calendar, not the one carved by fear. Michael says quietly now. There is a person who will be used to deliver this blessing. They may appear insignificant in human sight. Someone you will meet, someone you will call, or someone who will call you. Pay attention to the small connections. Those are my highways. Often God uses ordinary carriers for extraordinary miracles. So be alert to simple windows that swing wide. Beloved, this is deeply personal. Not everyone will hear this word in their season. This is for you. God says, I singled you out because you were honest in your pain and persistent in your prayers. Your light is ready to rise. Keep that in your heart. This is not a broadcast of hope for many. It is a call to one. You stand in that identity. Do not forget to stamp this moment into your memory. When the money comes, record the date, the manner, the emotion. Come back to this night in years to come and thank the one who kept his word. Your testimony will bless others, and your story will become a lamp to someone still waiting. Testimonies are seeds. Plant yours carefully by telling it with gratitude. Michael speaks with a sharpened edge. If there are names spoken against you, if there are contracts declined because of others' malice, I have broken those curses. The handwriting of delay is erased. The one who thought to trap you will be the one who watches in silence as you rise. Let that bring joy to your wounded spots. God fights for the one he calls his own. Beloved, hear me again. Do not barter your peace for worldly schemes. When provision arrives, receive it with a heart aligned to my will. Use it as I direct. Do not allow temptation to steer you into fear-driven choices. Blessings misused can become burdens. Receive with wisdom. I will give you counsel if you ask. Seek me first in every step you take after the miracle lands. Wait. God says there will be tests after the blessing. This is crucial. After provision arrives, the enemy will try to counterfeit favors, to distract you with shallow gain, to lure you into pride or haste. Michael warns, stand guarded, keep humility, give thanks. Let gratitude be your first reaction. Worship keeps the miracle anchored to the rightful source. Respond with reverence, not with reckless celebration that forgets God's hand. Beloved, do not let fear of future need overpower the present miracle. God says, I give what you need when you need it, but I also teach you how to steward my gifts. This abundance is also a classroom. Learn the lessons I place before you. Seek counsel. Manage wisely, and be generous where called. Blessings that flow through hands become rivers that reach others. Michael leans close. If you have been asking for release from debt, expect deliverance. If you have been praying for a job, expect a call. If you have been waiting for a door to open, expect a key. I am a warrior for your joy, and I will not stop until the enemies of your story are defeated. Let that courage rise in you. You are not alone in this fight. Beloved, remember the quiet ones, those who helped you in seasons when you had nothing. The Lord says, honor them. Let your blessing bring healing to relationships, not division. Sometimes miracles expose hidden bitterness. Choose restoration. Use what comes to reconcile, to heal, to mend. God's favor builds bridges, not walls. Wait, this is urgent. If you are tempted to hide what you receive out of shame or fear, do not, commands the Lord. Share with those who need it. Sow into what aligns with my heart. Generosity expands blessing. The more you give in obedience, the more my rivers widen in your life. This is a spiritual law more real than any bank account balance. Beloved, you may be wondering about the one who betrayed you. God says, I will handle justice. Do not seek revenge. Michael's sword is swift and true. Let my justice be my work. When I move, you will not need to retaliate. The outcome will vindicate you so powerfully that anger will fade before gratitude. Trust me with the scales. Wait. God says there is a hidden provision waiting in an unexpected place. Something overlooked or forgotten will return to you multiplied. An old investment, a long-lost favor, a reconciled account. Open your eyes to small surprises. The little things become the gateway to larger wonders. Be attentive to messages, to emails, to missed calls that may carry heaven's delivery. Beloved, Michael instructs, pray this, Lord. Let your provision align with your purpose. Let every gift release me into my calling. Let nothing come that distracts me from you. Pray like that and watch how the money not only provides but propels. When provision is tied to purpose, it bears fruit that lasts. Do not forget to rest in my presence. God says, worry will not speed my hand. Resting in my peace, align you with my work. If anxiety creeps in, push it away with remembrance. Remember past times I was faithful. Remember small mercies. Let remembrance be your anchor. The more you rest, the more you will detect my moves. Michael says softly, sing quietly if you can. Speak his name. Thank him before you see the miracle. Gratitude before receipt opens spiritual gates. Your thanksgiving is a spiritual key. Use it now. It aligns heaven's favor with earth's reception. Speak gratitude even if you have nothing yet. The posture of the heart matters deeply. Beloved, a warning. Do not share this word with those who mock or drain you. God says, be wise with the message I gave you. Discretion protects miracles. Share your testimony with those who will praise and steward, not with those who will attempt to avoid accountability or to take advantage. Wisdom and prudence guard your blessing. Wait, God calls. Some of you must forgive to receive. Release the debt of bitterness. Forgive the one who hurt you. Open your hands emotionally. Forgiveness is not for them. It is for you. It clears the path for blessings to flow unimpeded. Michael confirms, I cannot carry what you refuse to release. Let go and let the river flow. Beloved, God says, if you are tempted to doubt after this, remember this moment. Keep a journal of my moves. When seasons of drought come, read back the pages and let them strengthen your faith. Memory is a tool. Use it to remind your heart that God is faithful. Testimonies keep faith alive for future storms. Do not forget to bless the hands that help you. If someone aids you after your miracle, bless them. God says, blessings attract more blessings. The cycle of giving and receiving is how my economy multiplies. Honor those who stand with you. They are part of my plan. Michael says, prepare for an increase of peace along with provision. Money alone cannot substitute for the inner healing God brings. Seek Him first, and the rest will follow. Align with me, and your wealth will be accompanied by wisdom, not worry. That is my desire for you, a whole blessing. Beloved, the Lord whispers, do not fear the overflow. I will guard you from greed, from pride, from misuse. Ask me to shape your heart. My provision is also sanctification. If you desire holiness with blessing, ask, and I will refine you. Provision with character makes your testimony enduring. Wait, this is important. If you face opposition after the blessing, it is not a sign of failure. It is the enemy's attempt to wrestle for what he lost. Stand in prayer. Michael fights beside you. I am with you. Reassurance will be your shield. Stand firm and watch me move. Beloved, I call you now to speak a short prayer with me. Father, I receive your provision. I welcome your blessing with humility. Shape my heart to steward what you give. Let every gift point back to you. Thank you for what you will do at 11:59 tonight. Speak this aloud. Voice activates faith. Michael pronounces, "The breakthrough is near. The transfer will shock you. The way I bring it will remind you that God is more than enough. Keep your expectation alive. Expectancy tunes you to the frequency of miracles. Expectation is not arrogance. It is alignment with the one who promised. Beloved, do not delay in thanksgiving when you see your miracle. Gratitude anchors the blessing and multiplies it. The first thing out of your mouth should be praise, not planning. Praise secures the favor in the heavens and on earth. Be swift to thank. Wait, God finally declares, "Open this now." Delay is dangerous. Blessing is unstoppable. Receive it with a heart ready to be used, to bless, to heal, and to glorify. You are not merely a recipient. You are a steward of a greater plan. Embrace your role with humility and joy. Archangel Michael stands and seals this word with a final command. Rise, beloved. Walk into what is yours. The night will declare the truth. At 11:59 p.m., your bank account will shock you. Open this now, or you risk missing the exact moment written for you. Beloved, go in peace. Go in expectation. Go with the knowledge that heaven is arranging your steps. Let your life be a testimony of God's faithfulness, and let your heart remain soft to receive and generous to give. This is my blessing and my warning. Receive it and walk into the new dawn. Amen. My child, listen. Do not let this pass like a whisper in the wind. Archangel Michael and I press this moment into your hands with urgency. This hour is not ordinary. It is a hinge in time. When the clock leans toward 11:59, a door opens that has been sealed for seasons. Step closer, for what you are about to receive is crafted just for you. This is not hearsay. This is heaven's decree, beloved. The pain you carried in the dark was not unnoticed. Every sleepless night, every prayer that felt like it disappeared into the ceiling was heard and treasured. God says, I collected those prayers like pearls, and I am returning them as a release of favor. Expect a reverse so sudden it will make your spirit gasp. Prepare your heart to be amazed. Michael says, I have stood guard where you could not stand. I have broken the locks that men placed on your path. The ones who thought they had power to stop your blessing are unmasked. Their plans will scatter like dust when my sword is lifted. The enemy has been territorial, but not sovereign. Remember that he who is with you is greater than all. Do not scroll away now. Do not let human distraction rob you of your divine moment. God says this minute is for the one who remained faithful when it was costly. This minute is for the one who loved when it hurt. This minute belongs to you. If your spirit leans in, you will catch the frequency of favor. Stay fixed, beloved, a gentle instruction. Speak thanksgiving even now. Say it out loud. Lord, I receive your blessing. I welcome your provision. Gratitude aligns your spirit with the gift. Speak it whether you see the deposit or not. Faith spoken becomes a magnet for what heaven is releasing. Your voice matters more than you know. Michael whispers, do not be hurried by anxious fingers. When the money arrives, do not rush into reckless choices. Ask for wisdom first. Steward what is given with humility. Blessings that are stewarded become generational. Take counsel. Pray over each step. The Lord will guide you toward decisions that expand rather than consume. Wait. God says, hold fast. This is a sign that I am turning your mourning into dancing, but I will also teach you how to walk in this new place. I will sanctify your increase so it does not become a snare. Let reverence lead your reaction. When you receive, pause and worship. Make praise the first fruit of your receiving. Beloved, there is one more layer to this move. Restoration of what was stolen. God says, I will not only give, I will restore. I will return what was taken and multiply it. Old losses will come back with an added blessing. Accounts closed will open. Opportunities missed will reappear. Keep watch for restored relationships and renewed promises. Michael declares, I saw the places where shame had nested in your life. I tore them out. I assigned honor in their place. When provision comes, it will carry a dignity that the enemy cannot touch. Expect people to see you differently, not because you demand it, but because heaven changes the atmosphere around you. Beloved, listen well. There will be a voice that tries to persuade you this is coincidence, says God. There will be a rational mind that tries to explain it away. Do not reduce my miracle to mere chance. Stand in sacred trust. The testimony that follows will be a lighthouse to many. Do not dim it with doubt. If this word stirs you, then be faithful to the channel of blessing. Subscribe and remain close so you can hear the next whisper from heaven. Those who keep tuned to my voice will continue to receive strategic direction and protection. The enemy hates continuity. He wants you to disconnect. Beloved, a practical sign. Check small places where money has been stuck. Old accounts, forgotten apps, unpaid refunds, or delayed transfers. God often returns what was buried in bureaucracy through the least expected windows. Look at your messages and emails with renewed expectancy. He moves through human channels too, Michael says urgently. There may be one who will arrive tangled in circumstance to deliver this blessing. Be kind to strangers. Be attentive to a knock, a call, a message that looks ordinary but carries extraordinary favor. Heaven uses the humble courier. When favor arrives in hidden forms, receive it with open hands. Wait, hear me. If bitterness has been your coat, cast it off. If suspicion has been your shield, lay it down. God delights in hearts that are free. When you release bitterness, the flow of blessing accelerates. Forgiveness is not merely moral. It is practical, clearing the channels through which heaven flows. Beloved, understand this clearly. The blessing is not only about material gain. It is about the restoration of your purpose, your voice, and your calling. God is saying, I will bring back the opportunities you thought were lost, so your path can move forward again. As provision begins to align, your work and calling will gain new momentum. Use what is given to expand what you were created to do. Michael reminds you, there will be resistance from those who thrive on fear. Their words may be harsh, but they carry no true authority. Let them speak, but do not be shaken. Your life is not theirs to define. The Lord will lift you up in such a way that every accusation will fade in the presence of truth. Beloved, stay aware. When the blessing arrives, you will face decisions. God asks, will you invest in what endures, or will you waste what has been given on what does not last? Let wisdom lead you. Seek guidance from those who walk with integrity. Sow into what builds a future, into family, growth, and people of strong character. Pause and listen. God says, I will release favor that brings you into places of influence. Doors will open to people you once believed were beyond your reach. Use these connections to uplift others. Do not hold back what has been given. Share it so it can grow. When you bless others, what you carry will multiply. Beloved, hear this. A test of character may come. Pride can disguise itself as confidence. Michael warns, when recognition comes, do not lose yourself. Keep humility as your strength. True leadership is shown in serving after receiving. Let your response be gratitude followed by action that honors God. If these words reach deep within you, speak this with intention. Lord, let what is given to me be used to bring blessing and freedom. Let it ground my purpose and lift those around me. Speak it now. What you declare shapes alignment in the Spirit. Words carry power. Amen.